part too. So I think I was saying something about, it's not like, when I used to word it, again, the words that we say to ourselves are very important. So I used to say, oh, I'm so anxious and I shouldn't be feeling this way and I should be able to handle this better. And those shoulds and those other things, just take those out of your brain, because stop it, brain. Thank you, brain, for trying to keep me safe, because that's the kind of thinking that I needed in the past to help me get through situations. But now we don't need that anymore. So we're kind of reprogramming and saying, not, I am anxious. When you're able to learn how to take that little pause, you just kind of notice it. And then you're like, oh, I noticed I said, I am this. And then I just would reframe it and say, I'm experiencing the feeling of anxiety. And then that's where I would start talking about it and label it in my brain. And then it's just, for me, it's just that little tiny pause in there has allowed me to start reframing things and sit with things and validate them with myself. And then that little space has just grown and grown and grown and grown over, again, like I said, it's years and years and years I've been working on this. But it's amazing when I can come to this, and like in less than 3 minutes I was able to and before, something like a feeling like that would take control of me and I would just become, more and more and more, and be crying and hyperventilating and that kind of thing. So and again too, I will add this as well, there was a time in the beginning stages of me going through this where I used some medications to assist with that calming down feeling, and that worked really well for me for a time. And then there was a time when I decided that that's not what I wanted to do anymore. I wanted to learn how to regulate my own nervous system and kind of work on that and have this toolkit for myself that I could pull upon when I needed it. And so that's where I kind of started making these little tiny shifts, and they just, I don't know how to explain it, they just over time. And so again too, once I'm just going to add, once I kind of named the feeling and felt it and stuff, I would take some breaths, and what I would do is just really pause and do the breathing that I do, which is I inhale like in through my belly and then up in my chest, and then sometimes